So a movie a lot of people tend to hate is the Green Lantern film, and I can see where they're coming from. It was the first DC film that wasn't Batman or Superman. It was the first DC film after The Dark Knight. So a lot of people, the hype was pretty high for this one. The trailers were nothing special. When they first showed Hal Jordan in costume, it looked awful. So there was a lot of things working against this film when it first came out. I saw it on opening night. I had like a false bravado going on because I heard nothing but bad things about it, but I was so excited for it that I went in pretending it was going to be great. Maybe that's why I have a good opinion about this film because I convinced myself it was good before I saw it. But I actually like this film. I think it's fine. It's not like a great film, but it's not nearly as bad as everyone seems to make it out to be. You know, yeah, let's go through it. The effects are good. A lot of people like to rag on his CG costume, which I said before it looks terrible in the first image of it, but I think in the film it looks fine. It has a very unique look, like if he was on the Justice League and he had that costume, he would definitely stand out from the other members. And all the core look fine. They look super alien, like way more alien than they do in the comic books, which is weird. But yeah, it was okay. It's not like they're a big part of this film anyway. um, the storyline is there's a lot of like little plot holes in it, but what movie doesn't have plot holes? Dark Knight Rises had plot holes you could drive a flying bat through, and people still seem to like that one. So another thing people like to rag on this movie is Ryan Reynolds. I think he was fine. I think he was actually pretty good as Hal Jordan. I don't know. I've noticed people have a weird tendency to, if the film itself is good, they'll say the actor did a good job. If the film is bad, it doesn't matter how good the actor did, they'll say the actor was awful in it. It's really weird. If you don't like this movie, it's not like Ryan Reynolds wrote the script. I think he did a fine job with the material he got, But people didn't like the film, so they're like, Ryan Reynolds was awful in it. As I said before, if people really like a film, even if the actor's bad in it, they'll still say he was great. Christian Bale, Dark Knight. I'm sorry, I meant to say Christian Bale, Dark Knight, yeah. He kind of sucked in that movie. I'm making a film where I defend Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern and demonize Christian Bale, Batman. Do you want to know what a good live-action Batman looks like? Christian Bale in Batman Begins. Yeah, that's a good one. He was fine in that movie. I don't know why he got like progressively worse in each film. I don't know why he decided to talk like he had golf ball sized throat notes and the rest of the franchise. But I'm getting off on a bat tangent again. I tend to have a habit of going on weird Batman tangents. Talk about Green Lantern now. Anyway, I thought Hal Jordan was good. The woman, Blake Lively, I thought she was really good in this film too. She was Carol Ferris. She did a really good job of coming across as someone who's kind of like a hard ass, but didn't want to be a hard ass. Like she kind of had to because she's the boss. But you could tell she was like wanted to be a nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I felt like she is struggling against the chains that her position has brought upon her, and she wants to just be a carefree person like Hal, but she has to buckle down. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but she didn't get a lot to do in this movie anyway. I know that there were little hints here and there that she was going to be Star Sapphire in the sequels that will never come. So I think she would have did a good job. The guy who played Peter Skarsgård, who played Hector Hammond, he was goddamn awesome. Hector Hammond is a character that I have no affinity for. I don't care for him at all. No emotional connection to him. I never found him interesting. He's weird. He's creepy. Never liked Hector Hammond in the comics. And this movie, he is weird and creepy in the best way. Like, he is sympathetic and funny. And, I related more to him than I did to Hal Jordan, I can tell you that much. Maybe it's because I'm a bit of a creepy weirdo myself. But he was pretty great in this film. I've never seen him in anything else. I don't know. I think he's an underrated actor just from what I saw in this film. Of course, the greatest casting is Mark Strong as Sinestro. One of the most embodiment of a character I've ever seen for a comic book movie. This side of J. Jonah Jameson. He, if they ever do Sinestro in live action again, I really hope they just stick with Mark Strong, because I think he was perfect in every way, and I feel like he gets a bum rap, because a lot of people hate this movie, that he gets left off of like top 10 lists of comic book actors. I think he's definitely should be way up there. But people just hate this movie, so they dismiss everything about it. Yeah, the cast is all good, I think. The other villain in this movie is Parallax, and he was problematic, I think. There was no reason for Parallax to be in this movie. I think Hector Hammond could have held the film on his own. The whole reason for Parallax coming to Earth, in case you haven't seen the film, like, Parallax was captured by Abin Sur, and then Abin Sur's ring goes to Hal Jordan, and then Parallax is like, "You have the ring of the one who captured me." And I'm like, what? Parallax is out there tearing ass through the galaxy, kicking everything's ass, and then he is like, "Oh shit, I gotta go to Earth to kill Hal Jordan for no reason." That was lame. And Parallax's power level is very wishy-washy in this film. It's very, he devours entire planets, and then, Sinestro brings, 8 lanterns with him to go fight him, and then, he kills all those 8 lanterns, and Sinestro's like, shit, and gets out of there. And then and then he goes to Earth, and Hal Jordan pretty much just kicks Parallax's ass no problem. So I don't know what what Parallax's power level is supposed to be. Yeah, he was. You know what? I guess the problem is that you can't really sell action figures of Hector Hammond. So they needed a big monster. They did something cool that they could sell toys for. I don't know why. If they wanted toys, they shouldn't have gone with Hector Hammond. They should have just went with the Red Lantern Corps or the Manhunters. You know. Yeah. This movie was very toy driven, very toyetic, if I may quote Freakazoid. But I don't see why everyone hates this film so much. It's goofy, yeah. But so is a lot of the Marvel movies, and Marvel movies are great. No one seems to have a major problem with that. Hal Jordan can come across as a bit of an asshole in this, but so can Iron Man, so can Tony Stark. Everyone seems to like him. So I don't know. The voice casting is good. Jeffrey Rush is awesome as Tomare. Yeah, this is I just watched this film for the first time today. Not for the first time, but for the first time in a long time today. This is the extended edition, which has all the scenes with Martin Jordan, Hal Jordan's father, that were cut out of the movie. And it's very weird. It's like, imagine if they made the first Spider-Man movie, and then they were like, this Uncle Ben shit's boring. Cut everything with Uncle Ben. Let's go straight to Spider-Man. That's kind of what the theatrical cut was, because there's a lot of good stuff with Martin Jordan that establishes Hal's character. It establishes how Hector and Carol and Hal were friends when they were little kids. So it doesn't significantly improve the film. If you didn't enjoy the theatrical cut, the extended cut's not going to make you like it anymore. But if you like the theatrical cut, then the extended one's even better. The constructs, they did a really good job with the constructs. I keep on slurring my words here. The constructs, they did a great job with them. They looked really cool. The fight between Hal Jordan and Sinestro is the best scene in the movie. Pretty much makes me very sad that there's not going to be a Sinestro Corps War film, because that would be fucking awesome. Come on, tell me you wouldn't want that. You probably want another Batman film. I'm going to say a lot, because it's just an okay film. There's really not a huge thing to go into. It has the same outline of every other superhero film. So they had Amanda Waller's in this movie. I think they were trying to set her up as the Nick Fury of the DC Cinematic Universe. Didn't quite work out. But the actor that played her was fine. If they want to bring her back, I think they could. Yeah, it was just an okay film. There's really no reason to. I don't think it should receive the amount of vitriol that it receives. I think it's an okay film. So thanks for listening. I know this one wasn't that great. It was kind of rambly, but thanks for bearing with me. I'll see you guys next time.